Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. Right now I'm changing cleats on my shoes because I'm going to have my first brick session in many months. And here's a short clip from my last brick session. So that was actually almost 10 months ago. It was in May last year, and it was the last hard session I had before I got the stress fracture in my pelvis. So I'm very excited and really looking forward to this session in my home gym that I'm gonna show you later. But for now I have to change to some faster clothing. Shout out to Tønsberg Cycle Club. I have the socks on, the aero suit, and of course the cap, and I'm getting ready for a good session. And I thought I could show you guys my training room. This is the door into the training room, and here I have my bike, and I have a mirror there and also there, and here I have a pretty good treadmill. I have windows so I can open up and get some fresh air. And here I have some helmet and other bike stuff. TT bike, the giant TCR, and Bianchi. And this one is actually sold. I sold this one and bought this one. And I also have a pretty decent speaker. And here's the equipment I'm gonna use today. I have of course my bike computer. I have my Lactate Plus. I have my watch, my HRM Run, and also a Moxie sensor. And one thing I do before and after every session I have is something I'm gonna show you now, because I have been struggling a lot with my lungs for the last months. So therefore we measure a lot to try to figure out what to do. So then we go into Asthma Tuner, pick up this device, new test. Okay, and result was, so this is the best test I have had, and this is compared with the test today. So 92% lung capacity today. It's okay, but we will see after the session as well. And today I'm gonna have 5 rounds with 8 minutes bike and 5 minutes run. Everything on the threshold. So I thought I could tell a little bit about the post-COVID training while I'm doing my warm-up, because I were out for 4 weeks I think without almost any training. And then I went to Spain with the national team for 3 weeks training camp. The first week I only did very easy training. The next week I did some intervals and a bit higher volume. And the third and last week I had high volume and a little bit intensity, and when I went home I had less volume but a bit more intensity. And the last week, or this week, it's Sunday today, and the last session for this week I have had pretty good volume and also a decent amount of intervals. And I'm wondering how my legs is gonna be today, because yesterday I had a pretty long day with Sebastian. We started the day with 5k swim, then 50 minutes run, and then we finished it off with 4 hours bike in pretty cold conditions. But to sum up the post-COVID training, things is starting to getting better now. The body is responding quite nice on the training right now. Yeah, and because it's only me here, I have to film myself, so I think this video will be like a raw footage video from a brick session. And the warm-up I'm gonna have is 15 minutes easy on the bike, then 6 minutes at LT1, then 3 minutes on threshold, then some sprints, and then gonna have a short run, then back on the bike, spin for some minutes, and then I'm ready to go. Almost done with the warm-up, and I have 50 minutes now, so a pretty long warm-up. I like to have a pretty hard warm-up to get the ventilation going, but the legs is actually pretty good today, so it's gonna be an interesting session. Into the first interval now. 300 watts. I think my altitude is around 300 at the moment, so we'll see. Done with the first one. Did 300 watts on the bike, and the speed on the treadmill was 19.1, and felt pretty good, so I'm gonna go for the same watts and speed and measure after 6 minutes on the bike now, and then after the run, so we'll see. Done with 2 out of 5 intervals. Time to fuel up. This one today. Feels pretty good, so just gonna keep the same watts and speed, and yeah, steady session.
Give me
3 done, was spot on the lactate on the bike, but after the second run I measured I think 3.5 and I felt I was under threshold, so just kept the watts and speed for the third one, and now I measured 2.8, so I feel that it's just getting easier and easier, so that's GG. 2 more, let's go. And if you wonder what I have on my screen while doing intervals, here you have the answer. One more to go. Empty battery on the camera, so I have to film the rest with my iPhone, but I'm finished with the session. Just have some cool down left. Time for some recovery, and yeah, quite good session. Long and steady threshold session on a Sunday to finish off a 30-hour week. Next week is gonna be pretty big one before we take it a little bit easier next week, because I'm gonna have some testing in the lab. Thanks for watching, GG.